need to adjust my camera. Hold on. Time to make my viewers sick. Not my intention, but my camera got offset when I went outside, so I don't know. Alright, so this is the Voyhich Manuscript Mystery Edward Kelly. I forgot exactly what this is. Anyway, another conspiracy theory, though, I'll tell you that. Talks about the mystery of Edward Kelly is what the manuscript is for. There's some conspiracy theory. I didn't want to get too into, like, conspiracy theories or have my perception waived due to what I learned from it, so I'm trying to learn it through the tarot cards. We have the Four of Wands with happy home life moving in together. We have love with romance, happiness, affection, love, and positivity. We have death with say goodbye, farewell, finalization, ending. We have the Eight of Cups with turning away, discovering the truth. We have surprise with findings and recognition. Alright, so we have a false sense of security, uneasy, even in the face of security. Never being sure of what one has. Ruthlessness, holding on to possessions. We have home and hearth. We have nobility, glory, great renown, respect. Tradesmen or of work. We have I am my own giant and I know thyself. We have the sacred mirrors. We have I have nothing to hold back and nothing to hide. I am the service to the people. And then there's seeing beyond the surface, a mistake or loss, alienation. We have lack of innovation. We have pettiness. We have the future and the goals it obtains. We have a person is giving intense concentration on studies or a project that is reflective of such. We have captivate peace in the word that is the phrase and includes codes that are meant for you to keep and inspire others. We have a sacred guide or spiritual guide. We have luck and prosperity. We have seeking knowledge. We have your good luck remains with you because luck is owned, not gained. We have extremes of emotion carried away by own thoughts and sexual addictions. We have self-protection between need and want. We have friendship and unhappy family life. And we have having fun gathering, love, and romantic avenues. We have dark-eyed young person, male or female, with blonde or black hair, questioning, and questing towards what is called the spark. That's interesting. Separation, heartache, loneliness, feeling betrayed, hurting on the inside. We have a new order, victory, and success, an obsession, somebody who thinks the world is their oyster. Oh, I hate when I channel. I'm reading this stuff I channel. I go back into like a almost like a sickly state. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's getting to a point where it's obnoxious almost. So give me a second. Ooh. This is why I always drink like coffee or something to keep the channeling within range of normalcy. Okay, so let's get back into it. We have a benevolent man, but an immature and ineffective one. We have running away from responsibility or friendship. We have a close work or learning between family. Making money, family, friend. We have dangerous work. We have business travel. We have childhood friends. We have an alliance. We have a designer. We have a night event. We have a spy. We have spying on others. Painful relationships. Social anxiety. We have dreaming about success. We have seeking a soulmate. We have a stability, celebration, and a couple being happy. We have your neighbors, we have a successful business, we have blogging, we have a talented person in the wrong field, we have difficulty completing what you started, a need to recharge, we have politics, we have surrendering to please others, we have dreams about success again. So that's twice, there's dreams about success. So, with all this, there's the intent of being successful, but there's no ways to get ahead. I forgot which actor said this, but he was like, the worst people that you can be around growing up is lazy, ambitious people. I translated that to my own situation as lazy and vicious people because I have haters that have tried to put me in prison for no reason whatsoever, so you can imagine. But yeah, with certain things, if people care that much about you, you will succeed. Okay, doesn't matter. Because you're changing, you're becoming more of a person. You're meeting new people. You're going through the devices in life that would be like the 7 trials of morality. Okay. So, with that, you become more substantially successful through experience than you would any place else. Never retaliate with your enemy. Just allow them to sound off, and then you do your thing, and you become more of who you are. I feel like people just have that little tinge in the back of their throat where they have to, like, correct somebody, and that's the wrong thing to do. In the Bible, it says, look not to temptation, walk away from temptation, and that's what it means. Because you'll become successful, you'll become more world renowned by fixing yourself, becoming more of who you are, and going through the 7 trials of humanity. The 7 trials are basically the 7 deadly sins. But yeah, you'll go through that, and you have to be honest about your thing or take full responsibility for it to learn and be more exposed to the life that you chose, really. I've met good people, I've met mentors, I met business deals, I even got money from some of the deals that I did. But I learned, I became the fool in resident, but at the same time, in doing so, I became more of myself, if that makes sense. The Fool is the lowest part of the tarot reading, and it's also the highest part of the tarot reading. Once you realize that you are the Fool and you can master that feeling, being curious, being positive, and being able to learn, it becomes very easy to become successful. You don't want to fix your enemies. You don't want your enemies to be on the same level you are. You want them to stay basic. You want them to marry early and die fast, that kind of thing. But Just remember that. It doesn't matter how successful you are. If the only thing you do all day is wake up and feel good about yourself, you've already succeeded 99% of people, because there's a lot of people that wake up and they're not satisfied with who they are as people. You have to be able to say, I'm proud of myself for waking up today. A lot of people don't wake up. Say that you feel good about yourself because you are creating memories for yourself, your family, your friends, your this, that, and the other. And you've already won. You're not supposed to change other people that hate you. You're supposed to change with your people. You're supposed to have friends and family that you can change with. And if you don't, you have to make that into a thing so that you always draw energy from positivity, and they grow and change from your positivity that you give back. It's a give and take relationship. Like the Eight of Pentacles, hard work, patience, give and take relationships. The Eight of Pentacles is my favorite card in the deck. I've never seen the Eight of Pentacles like art different. It's always like somebody working hard, trying to make things work with like hammer and like the pentacles he's working on. But there's a few artsy tarot cards that have that type of artwork on it. I just like to see different artwork from different artists with that, because you don't have to make it the traditional way. I mean, you can make cards however you feel that it would address the message, so it's easier to read them. So, but yeah, never try to fix your enemy. You don't want to have an equal weight enemy. You're trying to have yourself build, change, and become the person you need to be. You want your friends and family to join you in that aspect, and maybe along the way you meet your spouse and you meet people that are going to be mentors, prolific people that are going to share your needs, wants, maybe some of your ideals. You don't need negativity when you're building. You need negativity when you're wounded, when you're in need of like the phoenix rising type of thing in your life. You need negativity when you're on the change, okay? You're changing who you are. You're like, I don't want to be here anymore. You want as much negativity hitting you as possible. And then you want to walk away quiet as a mouse from that and become a triple threat, a quadruple threat, a octo threat to everybody that you've grown up with, that you left behind, people that hated you, people that will never get out of their situation. And that's what I've learned. I don't want to change for me. I want to change for the fact that I need to feel better about my situation. I'm not showing anybody up. I don't really care about other people. I'm doing it for me. If I'm going to change, it's going to be for me. If I'm going to become successful, it's going to be for me. The people I choose to share that victory with are going to be people I choose. It's not going to be randoms. It's not going to be negative people that were like, oh, we knew you could do it. That's why we were so rough on you. Those people are lousy cunts, and they deserve to be at the back of the fucking train on the railroad tracks. They do not deserve to ride to your destination with you, be there at the event with you, or have a meet and greet with you. Tell those people to leave, okay? And do a world of good for yourself. You're not changing people. You're not entertaining the idea that they did it for your own good. No. Let's be realistic. You got there because you wanted to. You did all that extra work because you wanted to. And you're going to be successful because you wanted to. It's not anything else, alright? It's the fact that you wanted to. It's like that Chop Suey song by, what you call 'em? I always forget my metal band names, but, System of the Down. That's right. But I love that. Chop Suey talks about all that. Do stuff because you want to do it, not because other people told you to. You never want to do things just people tell you to do. You want to do things you want to do. So make them a positive change, and make sure you get some type of education. You don't need like a proper education. You can just learn your trade techniques, things that you need in the moment, and then keep learning because it entices you to learn. It entices you to do better. It entices you to be curious about something. Don't do what people tell you to do. You become a basic bitch, as they say. I always did what I wanted to do. If a teacher didn't like me, I go to detention. I'm reading a book about, programming and hacking. I'm not really with the whole school thing. I got bored in school really fast. I was one of those kids where I already did the book on the first day, so I read the book, I'd done the math problems, I did the science projects, I did timelines, I didn't like history because it was just like I'm doing timelines and I'm learning about people I don't really care about and about the great things they did. I mean, I got bored real quick. So, my favorite type of things were about horticulture and stuff like that, and learning how to make plant medicine and things. Because plant medicine, you don't realize, it helps your pets as well as yourself if you know what type of herbs and household things you can use. Like, I use Dawn and baking soda to get ticks and fleas off of my cats and dogs. I mean, that's easier than buying Frontline. That's $50 a thing, and on the warning label it says it could kill your animal. I mean, I don't like that myself. But change happens when you feel it's necessary, Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully you enjoyed this little thing. I know it didn't say much about the manuscript and the mystery of Edward Kelly, but I believe everybody has that mystery manuscript of themselves, that document in which you keep your personal things in a diary or a dark page of the internet, I have a couple of those actually. I keep abandoning my journal entries, but it's gonna be weird if somebody tries to find them all. But anyway, I say some prolific things in poetry, and I leave them in various areas such as Wikipedia and all that stuff. I don't think any of them were tied to me in any way, but it's like a mysterious name that I put them under. But anyway, if anybody collects all those, I'm sure that there's a prize at the end of the tunnel for you. There's a map or something. But anyway, I think everybody has that little quest, Indiana Jones quest they need to go on. So this is where I leave you. I'm going to see you in the next reading. Take care of yourselves. Keep your enemies basic and keep your wallets full. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.